So kick. Welcome everyone to NBA. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's the Bulldozer in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Ja Morant, Santi Aldama out there with Jackson. Then there's Zach Edey, and it's Coward in at the shooting guard position. And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding grid.
Yeah, B.A. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
And it's Morant missing. Here's the Bulldozer. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Morant. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Aldama right side. Vassell with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to the bulldozer. From deep three-point land. Memphis with a rebound. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off-switch. He plays with intensity.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Spurs, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at San Antonio, they've stayed pretty high in the rankings. And sure, they might want to be further up, but they're a stable team, and that's a good thing with the playoffs approaching. You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Picked it. Back come the Spurs in transition. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
So Memphis calls timeout, their first.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Boss said he needs a Snicker break.
Let's take a look at the numbers for G.G. Jackson. Cuts off the pass. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's Coward. He's guarded by Castle. Outside for Morant. To stop the drought. And then Morant with the dunk.
Well, no one gets to the hole better than Ja. His first step is unreal.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proven to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
And the Spurs making a change here. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Olynyk comes in for Champagny. Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. Here's Spencer. Last game for him, he picked up 10.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's the bulldozer. And Edey with a block.
Well, with that reach, Edey makes guarding the restricted area look effortless.
Jerome outside. Another steal. Here's the bulldozer. He's covered by Jerome. Here's the bulldozer. No good with the triple.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to the bulldozer. Tries to break his ice. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. The Bulldozers got 7 points in the game.
Well, I love that dish. OnYaNasty is so unselfish.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
So on the floor for the Spurs, Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. OnYaNasty out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's the Bulldozer in at the point guard position. Jackson down low. OnYaNasty on it. Clayton. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. The Spurs have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, the Bulldozer in the last time out against the Heat got the job done. He added 22 points and kept others involved. Plus, his defensive intensity was fantastic. He had more than his fair share of ink on the scoreboard. I'm sure he wants to repeat that tonight, too, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And so it's OnYaNasty with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. The Bulldozer gets the bucket.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Morant. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Spurs lead by 3. From the high post. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead. Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Here's the Bulldozer. And they get it back. Plumlee passes to the Bulldozer. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, after picking up his third foul, they may sit him the rest of the half.
A different look for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Plumlee. Barnes comes in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. Clark finds Jerome. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Spurs. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was in Memphis.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
Got it. Jerome's got his first points of the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Fades back. The Bulldozer can't get it to go.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Clark outside. Wing shot on the way. And Jerome the bucket on the assist by Clark. And now just a 1-point San Antonio lead. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Spurs. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Santi Aldama out there with Zach Edey. Then it's Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Coward in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. Oh, there's the alley. And the dunk by Edey.
What a jam there by Edey. When he hammers it home, you feel the reverberations from here.
Here's the Bulldozer. Hits the trifecta. The Bulldozers got 13.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Morant looking for an opening. Look at Morant working the paint. Nice.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, not the place Aldama makes the biggest impact. He specializes elsewhere on the court.
36 seconds left in the third quarter.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Coward. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And he recovers it. Jerome, that's good. Jerome's got 11 points here in the second half.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
San Antonio again can't hit.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Launches a three. Connects from downtown. 18 points for him.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so in the game for the Spurs, we've got Wembanyama. He's out there with Luke Cornett. And it's Champagnie at the three, the small forward. Here's Coward. Good chance here for Clark. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Champagnie, the pass to the bulldozer. The three. And they'll get another chance. Wembanyama with a bucket.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Here's Spencer. And rejected. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
It's good on the putback.
Well, you have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Timed that tip perfectly.
Jerome drives in and count the basket. He was fouled. A minute 39 left in the game. Outside Morant. Pass to Spencer. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And for the year, this will be the 3rd win in 4 games against this team. They really brought it tonight.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's the bulldozer. And San Antonio hits again from deep. And here's Morant. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Champagnie. 36 seconds left to play in the 4th. To the left wing. Here's the bulldozer. Basket's good. .23 seconds left in the final quarter. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Jerome outside. Knocked loose. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA.
So 6'10" Bills are super popular in my career this year. What advantages do you think a 6'10" Bills bring over anybody else in 2Ks?
Well, I think like guys like Wemby coming into the league kind of messed it up because everyone was building like a Wemby back in the day, and they would call it cheating. But now he's really cheating in real life because he can do exactly what we was building. So I mean, if you got hype, bro.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A lot of sharp pressers coming up, and a look at the starters for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then there's the bulldozer. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot. And for Milwaukee, Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Kevin Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see. But we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
Pass to Rollins. Shot clock at 5. Poke loose and stolen by Castle. It's tipped. Porter with the steal. They swipe it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from the Bulldozer. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
Porter, no luck. Here's the Bulldozer. And he drops it in from the low post. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Antetokounmpo looking it over. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's the Bulldozer. Porter pulls it in.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
This young man is unreal. I mean, can you believe that?
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 6. Spurs passing it around. He gets it in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Porter, no luck. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's the Bulldozer. And too long on the shot.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. Wemby came up, and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course.
Milwaukee leading by 8. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got De'Aaron Fox. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Plumlee. And there's the Bulldozer. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Rollins. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Spurs trail by 10. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Vassell's got his first basket.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
Here's Porter. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's Prince. It's deflected. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Down low, here's Porter. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Porter's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The bulldozer passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Pass to Rollins. A special move before the shot. He's got 6.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here he goes. Here's the bulldozer, defended by Portis. Back to Fox. Rollins against Fox. They get the rebound. Portis can't get it to go.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Here's the bulldozer. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Here's Rollins. He's got 6. Pass to Prince. Traps in the tray. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on.
And that'll do it for the first half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The bulldozer has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Rollins is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
I want to say that that's great vision from Wemby, but he can see everything from that height, anticipating that the player was going to be there.
And now let's send it over to our...